ceramics. It's not even time.
Hey folks, good evening here. We got a good Monday evening or going on here. Not a whole lot going on today. Health's a little bit better, so that's a positive for everybody, including me, of course. Going to go a little bit differently today, down a different path here. We're going to talk about a lot of the different food places in town, some of the Sioux Falls best, and then we have three of the new ones that are noticing that just getting up and going here. The first three here we got here is Boston's Pizza Restaurant and more, and that one is on 1301 West Russell Street. Um, I do believe that's in the Ramada parking area there inside the deal for the new kitchen in there. Haven't heard too much about it, but go ahead and give them a try down there. So if you're looking for something new, different, not affiliated with them, but just they're new, so I want to support the new places that come to town. Then we have a Ravage Oak Kitchen, and that one's 300 North Shrapa Place, which is down there between 6th and 8th Street there. And it's a big shop area that they're expanding quite extensively. There's a lot of different restaurants out there down in that area. A lot of new restaurants. So if you're looking for something good to do on going out, just head downtown town and take your pick. There's pretty much one on every corner, two on some. But trying to build up the downtown area with some great food, great entertainment at places and stuff. And just kind of one other one. This is actually down in that same area. It's called Fat Shack. And I'm going to go into that one to see a little bit more of what they provide. And that one's 401 East 8th Street in Sioux Falls. I'm going to click into it just to give you a little tidbit of what they have. Oop, nope, that's the wrong one. Just a minute here, guys. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. I was trying to find menu, and I clicked the wrong one. So that's not good. Sorry about that. Just give me a minute here while I get this to pull up here. There's a website. Okay, here. Where is the menu? Oh, there it is. Oh, nope, that's merch. I can't read today. Sorry, guys. It's one of them days already. Okay, so looks like they got all the normal deals: the onion rings, cheese curds, mozzie sticks, jalapeno poppers, mac and cheese bites. A lot of the different side deals. Chicken fingers and fries. Looks like several different sandwiches with chicken. Yeah, looks like some delicious stuff. Looks like you pretty much got anything you want chicken wise. And then they go into their burgers and top burgers. And appears to have some deep fried desserts. People are interested in that. They can head on down there. Like I said earlier, not affiliated with any of those places, just kind of sharing what's in the new in the Sioux Falls area. They do have boneless wings, boneless chicken fingers, a lot of different sauces it looks like too on there. So yeah, that's a couple of the ones that are the top newer ones out. There might be more, but that's the top three that they're talking about. And then I found another page, the Sioux Falls kind of business insider deal, restaurants in Sioux Falls. So what I'm going to kind of go through is ones that are already, out there basically. I'm going to kind of just leave that one alone because, if it's been around long enough, people usually know where it's at. Like I said, not trying to be affiliated with any of these places, just sharing some of the ones that you might not know or gone to. So one of the first one is Cascada Italian Cuisine, and this one is downtown. Obviously Italian cuisine, there's a lot of pasta and different things like that, and that one looks like it's on East 4th Place. Not quite sure that one is, but like I said, if you just go to the Sioux Falls Business Insiders and look it up, and there's all kinds of different restaurant names and stuff like that in there. So here's another one that says it's down to Roots of Brazil. That should be interesting if they have a lot of different Brazil type food in there. That one's on 201 North Weber Avenue. So it's in again downtown there. Like I said, they're really trying to ramp it up here. And this other site too is Experience Sioux Falls. So just go in and type in Experience Sioux Falls, and you should be able to get that page that I'm on right now looking for all these things. Looks like a lot of really good looking food. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks, but boy, it's got some good pictures of it. So, but okay, now we're gonna kind of go through to another one here. Not sure if everybody, I'm not gonna go too far into it, but there's a Falls Overlook Cafe. I've heard quite a few good things about that. I wouldn't mind going in there and getting a table where you can overlook the falls while you're having a lunch or a, an evening snack or meal or whatever you choose. Haven't been in there. It's been a long time, so I'm not gonna kind of jump into there and take a look at that one there. So, excuse me. And here is another one here. I've never heard of it myself, so it's Railbird Sports Bar. It says Southwest, so let's see where that's at and see if we can find out a little bit of type of food that they serve at that. And this one is 2310 South Marion Road. Doesn't quite make sense, but let's see here. See if I can find their menu deal for this particular one. Sorry about that. For some reason, it is not allowing me to pull this up. It's actually a part of TC Referee, which has been here a long time too. Looks like they have the same owners on that. They might, by that location, I'm almost wondering if they are taking over the other place because it's right in that same vicinity. So, but yeah, this one here though too, it says it's in Lake Lorraine, which is behind, I can't think what it's called, Lowe's and Sioux Falls Ford there. So they might have two locations going on then. But I'm not sure why they would have that separate address in there and have Lake Lorraine as part of it. Looks like it's a lot of different bar type food in there with some extra stuff for people who don't want bar type food. So give it a try. Check it out down there. Okay. Here's a unique one. It's called The Treasury, and it's downtown. Let's pull that up here and see, get some insight. Ooh, it looks like some specialty cocktails, some specialty different type foods, a little bit of everything for everybody. So if you're looking to get out on the weekends or whatever, there are a lot of new restaurants downtown Sioux Falls. Come in, check them out, see what they all offer. And if you have any feedback for it, sure, give it across to me via my messenger or whichever you choose to do, and I can go ahead and see if we can get more information, see if maybe I can even interview the owner or the manager of the restaurant, etc. So feel free to reach out regarding that also. Hope everybody's liking the unique deals that I've been doing the last couple times on my videos. Said was dealing with a lot of health crap there for a while, so it was a little messy. So, but we're starting to get back on top of things. And here's another one here that would touch me. It's Torrent Coffee Bar. I love me a good cup of coffee, so if I'm ever downtown and want to try something different and unique, I'm definitely going to try to go to the Torrent Coffee Bar, give them a shout out and see what they're like and stuff, because I love me a good cup of coffee. So, okay, here. Several different sushi bars, but them have been around quite a bit, so I'm going to kind of just skip through those a little bit here and go into the ones, like I said, that I haven't heard myself before. So, just a minute here. Sorry, guys, I got to get to a drink. There's the MB Haskett Delicatessen. And that one also is downtown. We're getting so many different restaurants downtown. And yes, I see why they're specialty. They have tons and tons of different dessert items. Pretty much the normal different food items that you would find out in a restaurant. It just looks like they're a little upscale, if you know what I mean, their presentation and stuff. Um, so yeah, that's another one. Go downtown, give that one a shout out. Like I said, there are so many different ones that are popping up downtown. Hopefully, this will help expand it and get more business to come down to that area and get it all cleaned up and make it something proud that everybody wants to come to. Make it a downtown city experience for them. And I think with that Sharapa building in there and all of his expansions inside there, I think it's going to be a pretty good booming area. Give it within 5 years or so. I think you'll really see a significant difference down there. Excuse me. I'm going to cut off the food just for a moment here. One thing I don't quite understand is a lot of these restaurants up above them are apartment complexes. I think some of them are condos too. What really doesn't make sense is that the cost of them is like outrageously high. Especially some of them are one bedrooms. One of them are just not one bedroom, studio apartments are some of them. Sorry, guys, just thirsty as heck tonight. It just makes no sense, on how people that would want to work downtown in these places could afford anything down there, basically. So it just, I don't get it. I guess got to be some big bucks to be able to afford the rent with places like there. We're going to go on here, studio. It's a really unique name, Ode to Food and Drinks. And this one also is downtown, too. Downtown Sioux Falls. And just kind of scrolling through their menu deal. That's for to the typical, bar, restaurant type thing. But it does look like it's a lot upscaled on presentation and different items on the burger than you would see at the classical, bar slash restaurant. Looks like it's a lot upscale and a lot of other like high scale items that people would never have had before. So it'll be something that you could go in and try and sample it and stuff. And that's what we do. If there's something unique on the menu and we don't know if we really are going to like it or not, we'll just get one deal of it and both of us will try and sample off of it. Hey, Jill, can you turn that down a little bit?
Nope, I don't have it.
Okay. I'm going to pause here for just a few seconds here, guys. Okay?
I mean, I have a remote right here, but I'm sorry.
Can you turn it down just a little bit? I can't tell when it's too loud. Oh, shit. Tell me to do that. Sorry, guys. The house TV got a little loud. Okay. Sorry, back here with you. But anyway, back to the place there. There is, looks like a lot of different deals that myself personally, if I've never had it before, I like to just at least try it and see if I don't like it. It doesn't hurt to try something new all the time. So, yeah, it looks like this one has a lot of different options for toppings for your burgers and some chicken items and some wraps and stuff. So go down and check them out. Once again, not affiliated with any of these places. Just, seeing them on here and sharing people kind of what's going on. And I'm trying to stick away from the ones that have been in Sioux Falls for a long time. Like this Oh My Cupcakes. If you don't know Oh My Cupcakes, definitely go ahead and find that place on the internet here. Very, very easy to find. I know there's one on East 10th Street for sure. And then there's one on Marion Road in like 29th-ish, somewhere in there. But yes, definitely some good cupcakes to try. I know they do catering with them to events and stuff. So Yeah, definitely worth your time to get one of those. I'm just kind of scrolling through all of them. There are a lot of different restaurants through here. Here's one that I've been wanting to try for a very, very long time. Is Azteca Mexican restaurant. Basically, right in with the theme, what it says, pretty much all Mexican food. It looks like they have some other type foods on there too, but pretty much sticking to anything Mexican type food, the tacos, the refried beans, the enchiladas, things like that. Uh, Looks like they have a lot of drinks that cater to the typical Mexican restaurant for drinks and stuff, the margaritas and things like that. This one is out on, it says 811 South Minnesota Avenue, but I could have swore that their name, unless they have two of them, because they have one that's, oh no, this is a different one. This one is on Minnesota Avenue. I'm thinking of another one that's out there off of 69th and Louise Avenue. It's very close. I'm gonna find that one, and then if I do another deal with the food, I'll have that restaurant prepared so that I know exactly where it is. I swore that was the name of it too, so I apologize for that. So here is one that it's been around for quite a while, but I would 100% recommend going to this place. You are going to pay a premium price for it, but it is worth it. It's called Rome Kitchen and Bar. We've been in there probably 4 or 5 times. Haven't been disappointed ever. Like I said, it is pricey, but sometimes you pay for what you get for quality and quantity of food, because they definitely take care of you when it comes to that. This one is in the mall parking lot over next to the district and kind of where Texas Roadhouse is too. You just follow around the corner a little bit from there. Definitely a good place to check it out. But like I said, the prices are up there, but like I said, you pay for what you get. So definitely on your should be on the top of your list if you want to go out somewhere. It's not a ritzy place, but somewhere where you want to have a date night type thing. That's something special, anniversary, different things like that. Trying to find one more section here. It's gonna let me here. Anyway, like I said, go back to that page. It's Experience Sioux Falls. Type that in. It should be pretty easy to find. Gives you all the different restaurants, bars, all kinds of different things on it. I'm not sure who sponsors that, because it looks like there's a little bit of everything on it. I think it might be part of the city doing it because of the logo on it. But yeah, not or how or where all that comes into place. That's kind of where I food. One of the biggest things that I kind of talk about with Sioux Falls, and we're kind of leaning off a little bit, is hotels. Yes, there are a lot of hotels in Sioux Falls, but to me the attractive ones that are catered to higher end hotel stays and stuff, I don't feel that there's enough of them. I mean, yes, they have some fancier hotels, but nothing on the level that says, oh my goodness, I would 100% go back to this place again. I mean, it's just the average hotel basically. And I think that with the growth of Sioux Falls and stuff, a lot of these big companies are coming. If their CEOs decide to come here, are we going to give them, I'm just giving a bad example, but a Super 8 room or a Marriott room or something like that, he's going to want something that's really fancy. And I think myself personally, if they are expanding downtown there, why not be a really high-end skilled hotel in there? And then put a nice restaurant in it too, like a lot of other places have. There are a couple hotels down there actually that have restaurants right in them. But I think there's something needs to be like way on the upscale side, where making an event deal where people that are celebrating their 25th anniversary, their 50th or whatever, and they want to just go out and have a good meal, have some cocktails, and not go for the night. So that way they can stay out as late as they want, and when they're done, instead of having to worry about getting home, they just go rent a nice hotel room. Even maybe check in a little earlier, and if you're up to it, take a swim in the pool that they have, if they have one, etc. I think that would be a good idea for Sioux Falls. Like I said, not only do we need the high scale restaurants and food and stuff, you need the luxury of staying places too. And that's the other thing. It's still kind of the same topic, but to me, the size of town of Sioux Falls, there has to be some way of getting more things to do in town that are indoors with controlled temperatures. And then too, the festivals that are downtown and stuff. With the Sioux Falls size, there's no reason that there shouldn't be a farmers market, autumn festival, anything like that consistently in the downtown area, because when they have it, there's freaking thousands of people that come to things like this. The only one that I wish was in a better location that they do have is the farmers market. I think they could find a better area to do it in, and that's just my opinion. Part of the reason is that Morales is right there, and then you put up with the smell, etc.
Are you ready? Here you go. Come on, go to corner. Oh, good boy. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Here we go. Hang on. Let me get your chain. All right. Here we go. Come on.
Okay, sorry guys. We had a lady that comes out, walked and hugged. She happened to come in right at the time I was working in there. Like I said, going back there, the farmers market and stuff. To me, I don't know how a person would make it a more known event and bigger, and I don't even know if there is. If anybody knows, is there a website or something that shows what vendors come on an annual basis and kind of what types of vegetables or whatever that they bring? That might help attract more people down there. And if somebody knows of a site or whatever that they post on, please let me know, and I'll be happy to, in one of my videos for the podcast, tell everybody where it's at. And I can even post it on my Facebook page, etc. We're getting on further going down the line with the podcast deal and my ability to do things. Just purchased a second speaker so that if I do interview somebody, which I'm hoping within the next month or so to get something like that done, then you can hear them speak too. So, and I do have a couple of other items that I purchased where if I have 3, 4, 5 people talking, they'll have their own individual mic that clips on them basically. Still got to figure out how all that works, but it's a work in progress. I got a couple people that are helping me do it, so yeah, it's going to be a fun adventure. So, all right, well, we are going to cut it short for tonight here, and we will go ahead and see if we can come back again tomorrow night and come up with a good deal to talk about and engage with everybody. If you like my stream, please go in and let me know. Give me different topics you want to hear about, etc. I'd be more than happy to talk just about anything. So have a good night, everybody.